These days, marriage gets a bad rap. More and more attention is paid to divorce statistics, and you rarely see or hear about any couples living their dream for a lifetime. The cliche is that in American suburbs like these, people are leading lives of quiet desperation. But the fact is, many are not desperate at all, and they're living in really happy marriages that will last a lifetime. Now there's a book that shares the secrets of how they stay highly happy and married forever.
Before we got married,
Atlanta's Shaunti Feldhahn and her husband Jeff have already written relationship bestsellers like For Women Only and For Men Only. Now this Harvard-trained researcher has gathered comprehensive data and research about really satisfied husbands and wives. What she found? Happy couples share a few key attitudes and actions. She puts all this in The Surprising Secrets of Highly Happy Marriages and teaches that anyone can learn them. The first of these happy habits, believe the best of your spouse, no matter what happens. Choosing to believe they care for you turns almost any situation positive. Jeff learned this from his own experience.
I knew that I could trust her. I knew that she had my best interest. I knew that she loved me, and I would believe the best.
The happiest couples go, okay, they couldn't have meant it, they love me, and let's move on. It makes a huge difference when you assume the best.
Shaunti's research includes Kim and Sabrina Moore. They personify another of those traits that bring long-term joy. They went all in. There's no escape route or any thought of the D word, divorce. They don't keep secret cash accounts in case the relationship crumbles. And Kim describes the results of not going all in.
Death, because it creates a wedge, and God has designed it for it to be complete intimacy. And you can't have intimacy if you have hidden pockets, things you're holding and hiding from each other.
Sabrina credits going all in for their 27-year union.
I believe that we are happier now than we've ever been.
And don't forget the little things. Thank your husband. Let him know you appreciate his efforts.
Saying it to a guy, that is his equivalent of I love you.
Men need to take their wife's hand, leave her thoughtful messages, and not be afraid of public displays of affection, like putting an arm around her.
All of those things convey that I'm choosing you all over again.
And men need to learn how to quickly get out of a bad mood.
So when he makes the effort to pull himself out of the funk and to not be grumpy, to not be morose, it's like, whew, this isn't going to go in this bad direction.
Another action of the highly happy, no unrealistic expectations. That's because if your spouse can't realistically meet your expectations, then you can't ever really be happy with them. Sabrina came into marriage with this problem.
There were expectations from her towards me that I had no idea that were there. So there was resentment that began to build up because she said, he should know this, and I didn't.
And there would be this wedge and this wall between us that he couldn't comprehend, and I couldn't comprehend that he couldn't comprehend. So
your expectations have to change coming into this thing.
Shaunti says the research proves without a doubt the homes that practice the habits and attitudes highlighted in her book will be joy-filled. Struggling couples can use them to turn their marriages around. And the Feldhahns want people to know this truth, that the 50% divorce rate is a myth. About 80% thrive and survive, not a measly half.
If you know, most marriages do make it. Most marriages are happy. It's a completely different feeling, like, you know what, statistically, we're going to be just fine. We can get through this because most people do.
So the facts show the reality is you have no reason to be fatalistic. Every couple has it in their power to make their marriage one that could truly be called highly happy. Paul Strand, CBN News, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia.